there's lots of talk of chemtrails, and then the retort that comes back is chemtrails are a conspiracy theory, and that's been the method for silencing a broader discussion on this issue. Geoengineering under the work of climate change mitigation is commonly accepted and being pushed across academia. I see investments for it all the time here in Silicon Valley, and government programs all over the world interested in climate change mitigation through geoengineering. But I think we've got to unpack it for folks. To start, maybe you can explain your background and how you came to start tracking this stuff. Would love to hear that story.
Very grateful for your voice and investigation in this battle, Nicole. And this is a very perplexing issue in that it's the emperor has no clothes moment, that the obvious ongoing operations in our skies that have tainted our formerly blue skies, disrupting precipitation patterns and hampering the ozone layer. I mean, it's a toxic sky, toxic precipitation scenario. That's what got me into this battle. So when I grew up in smoggy Southern California, wanted to get out of that environment, finally made it to Northern California, built a large off-grid home, wind, solar, and hydro in the wilderness on the east side of Lake Shasta. I began to lose 40, 50, 60% of my solar PV uptake, solar power uptake. My home was on the cover of the world's largest renewable energy magazine. I mean, this is part of my background. And I knew that I couldn't lose 60 or 70 or 80% of my solar power uptake from just condensation. I began to research, Nicole. I was shocked at the amount of data on climate engineering, geoengineering, solar radiation management that existed that I had not seen. I began to test my precipitation, hoping I would not find climate engineering elements in it, starting with aluminum nanoparticles, but I did. I continued my testing over the next 18 months. The levels of aluminum in my rain, and aluminum is toxic to all life forms, by the way, no exceptions. This is bioavailable aluminum. Want to make that clear. Aluminum is abundant in the Earth's strata. It does not exist in free form naturally, period. If it's in free form, it's been mined and refined and dispersed. It's a primary element in climate engineering patents. It was in my precipitation. Over an 18-month period, the amount of aluminum in my rain went from 7 parts per billion to 3,450 parts per billion. That's highly toxic rain.